Hey, this is James Madison, the Healthy Engineer. We're on week 4 of my wife Amy's journey, weight loss journey, and we have some updates.
Yeah, actually today, seemed like today alone I dropped a pound, I don't know, my pound that I needed to get to.
Right, because our goal is that right now we're losing 1 pound a week, right? The healthy way.
Yes.
Okay.
And actually I was just thinking about that, fad diets versus lifestyle changes and what the differences are. And anyways, you want to talk about that? Or?
Well, yeah, there was a magazine we had, and it showed on there, like, what did it say? Lose 7 pounds in 1 week or something.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like this crash diet thing. Right. And a lot of people are doing these things to just like do this radical change. They want instant results, and then immediately they're going to go back to.
They're like, after they have it in their mind that after a certain amount of time they get to go back to their real food, you know, that they really enjoy and that they really love, and then they get it back, and it's like this yo-yo dieting thing, and it's not healthy for us. And I know I've done it myself in the past, but I want this to be a permanent thing. So, you know, anyways, that's what I was just thinking about, is how to make permanent changes. And in the next video, I'll talk about what I'm actually eating, because that's what one of the viewers asked is, well, what are you eating? What are you doing to lose the weight? But
and I'm going to have a video on that.
Right.
We'll have a separate video, because we're adding things to the diet. That
and taking away.
Well,
let's
so I'm kind of like into
some things that have to be taken away.
Yes.
To a degree.
Right. So I'm into like adding the super healthy, nutrient dense foods, the foods that are like the best foods for our body. Right. But you had something else you were talking about.
Things that had to be, you know, cut back on, you know, if you want to really lose it. But anyways, I'm the fad versus the long-term plans, though. What I was thinking is that you have to make changes in how you deal with stress, with how you deal with boredom, and your mind has to change. You have to see things differently. If you're eating because of stress, because of boredom, you need to have strategies in place for those. And one of the things that I go and do is, when I start to feel stress, first of all, you have to become conscious in what you're eating. So many of us, when we're stressed out, we turn to candy bars, we turn to Coke, we turn to all these things.
Comfort foods.
Comfort foods. And I had to learn how to not go and turn to quote-unquote comfort foods and use other strategies in place. And a couple of my strategies were, I like to read a lot. Go and have books, magazines around that when you're feeling stressed out, you need to take a 10-minute break or whatever. You go and read an article, or you go for a walk. You take you time yourself out, if you will.
Right.
And also, I go and drink a lot of tea. So you could figure out if you like teas. Because
the tea you're mentioning is kind of soothing. And a lot of herbal teas, too, are just
like
relaxing.
The comfort foods are soothing. You know, your chocolates are soothing. You're like, you go into
slice of pizza is soothing.
Yeah, you go into this place where you're like, okay, I'm relaxed now. You can do that with tea. You can have a herbal tea and still get that benefit of being calm without adding the calories.
So that's one of the secrets you've done this week, or we've been noticing.
That's what I'm doing.
It's dealing with everything in life. Anything we're not comfortable with, we immediately grab something, like a brownie. Or we grab something.
Because
what was it that you're eating?
It makes us, the peanut butter cups.
The peanut butter cups. Trader Joe's peanut butter cups.
I'm not going to lie.
So delicious.
It makes me feel good.
Make you feel good.
But there's these other things you can do to make you feel good also. And then you don't have to step on the scale the next day, the next week, or whatever, and get those negative results. So.
Right. So it's actually not what you're adding this week, but you were talking about what you're taking out and how you're taking those foods out.
Right. Right, but I think I'm going to go, should I maybe go into our next video? I think we might talk about that into our next video. So
about what we're adding? The foods we're adding?
Adding and taking away. My meal plan. We'll talk about that.
Yes.
Next video.
So you guys can know what we're doing and what we're adding. Because we're making it enjoyable.
Right. You got to make it enjoyable.
Yes.
That's just the
foods
basic
that taste
thing.
great.
Figure out what works for you and how to make this process enjoyable.
By the way, sometimes some foods, our body taste buds change. Foods that don't taste good in the beginning, we start adding it to our diet, and later on we start craving those foods that are healthier for us too. That's a separate subject though. Sorry, I'm getting a little off track.
Different, subject. So okay, we'll see you next time.
All right, take care, guys. Eat your best, be your best. Did we get a hug?
No.
No hug?
No hug.
Okay. Your breath stinks.
Your breath stinks.